Hey, hello everyone. Welcome to my channel SAP SD and ABAP League Support. One of our subscriber requested to publish one video about batch jobs in SAP. Let's get started. The basic T codes that we use for batch jobs are that is SM36 and SM37. Let's let me access SM36 now. So if we want to schedule any batch job in SAP system, then we should use this transaction code SM36. So here first we need to define the job name. Okay, for example, I'm going to create a job for VF06. The program is RV60 SBAT. Let me show you that VF06 is a billing background job scheduler. Okay, so if we don't know the program for that T code, it's simple way to get that program for the T code. Go to system in the menu, status, you see the program here RV60 SBAT. Okay, so for example, I'm going to give the job name as JD underscore RV60 SBAT, something like that. And the job class here says that the priority of the job, is it a high priority, medium priority, or low priority? We can select based on the severity of the job. And coming to spool list recipients. So if you click this button, so here we can add the two recipients, two address. That means, so whenever spool generates for the job, then whom the spool will be shared. Okay, so if you specify the ID here, then they will receive the data when the job is finished. How they receive the data, in which format, depends on that SCART settings. Okay, let me show you that. The T code is SCART. Remember that the SCART T code will be used by basis team only. So they will configure for what kind of job, what kind of report, what will be the output, which way, which format. The format might be .csv, Excel file, text file. Okay. So either of this format, as per the config, the mail will be triggered to the two recipients that we maintain here. Remember that we can maintain only, I think only one. Let me see whether we have more options. Okay, fine. And let's go through the option one by one here. Okay, the step. If you click step here, in the step under ABAP program section, we need to give the ABAP program name. So we have decided that we are going to schedule the job for VF06T code. The program here is that RV60 SBAT. So we need to provide the variant also here. Let me see any variant available. Okay, there is no variant. So what I will do, I will get some dummy variant now. Yeah, I will save this. I'll make it as a variant name as test. Test. Save this. Okay. Okay, now in VF in SM36, okay, if I click this button, I will see list of variants associated with this report. Just now I have created one variant test. Let's select this test variant. Okay, so here we should specify two things: ABAP program name and variant as test. And we have two more options here: external command and external program. This we can discuss later. Okay, save this. Okay, now see, step has been created. The program name, program type is ABAP, parameters test, user is who scheduled this job, common language is English. Go back, and if I want to schedule immediately, okay, click the start condition now. If I want to schedule the job immediately, click immediate and save. If you save this, the job will be triggered immediately. Okay, let me show you in another screen. SM37. Remember, SM36 to schedule the job. SM37 is to check the status of the job, whether the job is scheduled, whether the job is finished or failed or cancelled. We can see the status of the jobs. If I execute now, see, I have given job name as star, username is common, I have given today's date. If I execute, system saying that no job scheduled. So what I will do now, go to start condition, click immediate and save. Now if I click save, I can see some status in the message, the status bar. Job saved with status released. That means saying that the job has been saved with release status. Released means it will start running now. If I execute now, I'll get one entry now. See, the job has been finished now, right? And we can see the start time of the job, start date, time, how long it ran, the job, how long it ran. Those information we can see here. As of now, we don't see any spool here. You see, the spool list column is blank here. There is no data here. Basically, we'll get some icon here if any spool generated for this job. There is no spool generated, we will see blank here. Okay, so suppose I want to schedule a job in every day, for example, every day at some certain time, not immediately. Then what I can do? Okay, so here I can mention the start date and time. Okay, for example, I will start from today onwards. Let's make it as 19th and make it as some, yeah, 3:43. And so no start after. So if you think that this job should run for next 1 week, 1 week means this job should run for till 26th. I don't want to run it 27th onwards. Then again, so just mention same thing. From 27th onwards, this job shouldn't run. What will happen now? This job will run from 19th onwards till 27th before 3:50. Before this is the time range actually. Okay. And if you click periodic values, if you see here, there's one button, right? If you click here, so here also we can define how the job should run every day, hourly, weekly, monthly, like this. If I select hourly and if I click save, and yeah, so one more thing. Suppose the customer is working for weekdays only. That means he doesn't want to generate billing documents in weekends. How can we control that? We can control that through the factory calendar IDs only. So in factory, we can define a new factory calendar as per a customer's holidays list. We can prepare a new calendar and we can assign that calendar here. So if we assign the calendar here means the job, the job will run as per the working days mentioned in the factory calendar. So weekends it won't run, job won't run, or any holidays falls in the weekdays also. That day also skipped. That day also job won't run, right? So we can control the triggering of the jobs on based on the working days. We can use factory calendar here. So on restrictions tab, we can add the calendar ID here. So once we specify the ID here, then how system should react, that we can mention here. So even though maintained, just run execute every time. Select the first radio button, and don't execute on Sundays or holidays. Select this one, and if there is any holiday, move to previous day or next work day, something like that. Okay, we can configure here. Let me save this now. Okay, it's saying start date in the past. What I will do, I will make it as 10. Save now. Yeah, you see here, the job starts from 19th onwards. Every hour the job runs. Frequency here is every hour. So we can set the frequency as every hour, daily, weekly, monthly, like that. But remember that here we don't have option of scheduling the job 5 minutes once, 10 minutes once, like that. Let me see the option one more time. Start condition, period values, other period, every month, week, day, hours, minutes. Start job every day, every minutes. Yeah, so we have option, right? So we can schedule the job month wise, week wise, day wise, hour wise, minute wise. Like every 5 minutes, I want on the job. Every 30 minutes, I want to join the job. So hour is possible, minutes also possible by selecting the other period option. Okay. As of now, I'm scheduling it as an hour only. Suppose if you want to run any other job, okay, and if you think that this job should run after the first job is finished. So I have two jobs now, job one, job two, but this is job two. So job two should run after job one is finished. Then we can simply mention the previous job and put start status dependent. If you make like this, what will happen is that the first job should execute completely. When that is finished, then only we can start our current job. If that is not finished, that is still running for a long time, our job will still wait. It will be on hold for some time until the first job is finished. Okay, so this is after the job. And same with event. So event we can discuss later. Okay, so if I save this, okay, let me cancel this. Okay, so this is how it works. And if I save it now, if I go to SM37, click scheduled execute. You see the job has been scheduled now, released, right? It has been released now. Okay, suppose if you want to change anything in this job, so either you go to SM36 or here also we can change that as a frequency. So I thought earlier it should be 1 hour, but I want to change it to monthly. Here also is possible, right? The menu job change. If you change means it's again going to SM36 only now. So from SM37 to SM37 6 also we can transfer. So we can change the frequencies, anything, whatever we need, right? Yeah. And this is one thing. And I have ran some 20, 30 to 30 jobs in a month. I want to see how many jobs ran on my user ID. So if see there is an option here, own jobs. If you select this one, system will display all the jobs ran with my user ID. If there is no job scheduled with my user ID, nothing will be displayed. See, you see here, so many jobs ran on my user ID. and we can see date, time, and all. It's kind of report only what we are getting here, right? And how long it ran and how long delay happened. Something we can see here. And coming to job wizard, okay, job wizard. Suppose if we don't know how to schedule the job, so this job wizard will help you as a bot automation. It kind of an online assistance. So it will give you the instruction how to create the job, what is to enter, something like this. It will be a guide. It's a customer kind of thing. Okay, so it will help you to understand. See, description is also coming here. So it will explain you what is job name, right? And what should we enter here. Something it will give you some instructions. So we should follow the instruction above and fill the data here. A job will be scheduled. So that's the advantage of job wizard. And you see one more option here, standard jobs. If you click this one, we can see here all the standard jobs scheduled in the system. As of now in my system, there is no standard job scheduled. That's why I don't see nothing here. Fine. So this is how we should schedule the jobs in SM36. So in SM37, we see the status of the jobs, and we have some other options like so this one has been finished, right? If I want to see the variant that has been used for this job, select this one, click on the step, and you see again the same program name. The parameter means variant, who schedule this job, user, language, program type is ABAP. And if you want to see that variant here only means select this program, put a cursor here, and in the menu go to click variant. So this is a variant. So for this variant only the job ran, right? We can see this information here. And suppose any job is running for long time, is active for a couple of hours, then how what we can do? We can go to the menu, okay? We can cancel the job. Okay, see there's an option called cancel active job. That's active, okay. If the job is active, you see the status as active only here. And if you want to cancel that, by selecting this option, you can cancel that. Or else here also we have option to cancel a job. Either of the two ways, we can follow and cancel the jobs. And we can delete also the job. See, I have deleted the job now. That is also possible. One more thing I would like to mention that suppose in our system there are multiple SAP servers are running. Then in order to load balance that jobs, we can select that which server that we are going to run the job. But as a functional consultant, we might not aware of the servers available in the system. So we will simply leave this execute target as a blank and run it. System will pick the available active server and it will run the job on the server only. So nothing to bother about this one, but it's good to know about this. Okay, this is some basics about SM36 and SM37. If I missed anything, any points, please do let me know. And coming to the database tables for these jobs. So there are few tables are available: TBTCP, TBTCO, and TBTCS. Let me open one by one. Okay, let me go to SC16N, TBTCP. So here is a job step overview. So if you want to understand by giving the job name, we can come to know who scheduled the job, when it was scheduled, what's the variant used in the job, right? What step number in the job, program name, everything we can come to know. For example, I'm going to use my ID common. If I execute, so this is the one table. It's running for some time. Let me open one more window. You see here. So for my ID, this many jobs has been scheduled. This is a job name, job number, step number, and report name, and when it was scheduled, date and time, and that user variant name, right? Everything we can see here. This is TBTCP. Let me open one more table. That is TBTCO. So in TBTCO, we can see the status of the job. For example, if I take this job name, copy it here and execute. So this is here it will show that how long the job ran, whether the job is successful or not. You see, there is a one field called job status in a TBTCO table. See the schedule information we can see in TBTCP. The status of the job can be seen in TBTCO, and you see that it's a job status overview table. That means it's SM37 data. TBTCP is SM36 data. So here the job status is F now. F means job finished successfully, and here it's a new job and the client. So this information that we can observe here, and in which work process this job has been run, and the target system, the PID. So everything we can see here. A server name also we can see here. And one more table is there, that is TBTCS. So it's a scheduling table only. So if I execute, let me see whether there is a option for username. I don't see it. Okay, anyways, let me execute. So it's a time schedule table only. So whatever the job scheduled in the system, we can see here. Okay, and here I think the scheduler only, the user only. Okay, let me put my name, my user ID here. Scheduler. Yeah. See, as of now, I scheduled only one job that will run every hour. RV60 as bad, VF06 job, right? So this is how we should check these jobs. Okay, so far we discussed about how this SM36, SM37 will work and how many tables, the frequent used tables for batch jobs and how can we use it. Now let's see what is the demerits or disadvantages of this job scheduler in SAP. Okay, if I go to SM36, so we have option to enter the spool list recipients, correct? And I guess the same option here also. One second. Okay, I have deleted the job. Okay, fine. Then okay, fine. So the spool list recipients here we can add the email address, the recipient, the receiver, who is going to receive the job log, right? So we can mention that email address here. But the triggering of the mail will happen to that user whenever a job is successful only. If the job is failed, if job is failed now, but how the user come to know whether the job is failed or not? No, there is no evidence at all. So he won't come to know. He needs to go to SM36 or SM37 and verify that what is the status of the job. Whether it ran successfully or it's failed. So the first disadvantage is that CP job scheduler. First is no failure alerts. This is the first disadvantage that we have using this SAP job scheduler. And one more thing, that if you have n number of items are failed, then it's very difficult, right? We need to go one by one and check that, and it's very time confusing, consuming also. So error handling also problem here. And to schedule the jobs in synthetics requires a lot of manpower here, right? And so if you schedule the n number of jobs in system, in our SAP system, and parallel lot of transactions happening in the same system, then the load will be too much load in the system, right? So in a way, too much cost to maintain the server, and we need resources also for that. And if you want to get any reports, like I want to get the list of reports which ran this period. Anyways, in SM37 we can get that, but still, if I want to display the report like this month, this many jobs ran, right? And if you want to get that in a graphical view, in a pie chart, a bar diagram, something like that. If you want to uh, explain that to the user, a business, in a very pleasant way, in a graphical way, it's not possible in SAP job scheduler. So no visualize. So these are the basic and important drawbacks by using SM36 or SM37 T codes to schedule the jobs in SAP. So we don't get any failure alerts. That's a drawback for the user, and error handling is very difficult, and too much cost to maintain the servers, and the workload will be very high. Too much workload on the system. Too much workload on the system means it will directly or indirectly impact system performance. If it impacts the system performance, then we can't do our day-to-day activities. And to maintain the jobs, we need to have the resources. We need more resources to run the jobs. And in case of auditing purpose, if you want to get all the data in a graphical way, to get a better picture on that current situation, how many jobs ran, failed, in a graphical way, it's not possible in SAP job scheduler. So due to these advantages, disadvantages, or limitations, most of the times SAP won't use this SM36 or SM37 job scheduler. They go with other tools available in the market. So few of the other tools available to handle these jobs externally, not in SAP. The jobs will be handled externally only, and scheduling external system, but that will only run in SAP system. Scheduling, maintaining everything in Excel system will not in SAP. So the workload, resource, everything will be reduced at all. Okay. So alternative to SM36, SM37 job scheduler. Okay, the first is Stonebranch. So you can search in Google also. You'll get to know a lot of forums are available. You can understand what I'm trying to say now. Okay. Stonebranch is one of the tool, and one more is that ActiveBatch, and one more is that RunMyJobs by Redwood, Tidal Workload, Control M, IBM Workload Automation, Broadcom, Automatic, Automation. So we have several tools are available in the market, but these are the few frequently used tools for handling the jobs in SAP system. The job won't run in SAP directly. I mean, job runs in SAP only. The scheduling happens in the external tool or system only, not in SAP. In a way, we are reducing the burden in the system. Okay, so the advantages of using this is simple. So error handling is very easy, right? So whatever disadvantages here, that became an advantages by using this tool only. And as I said, right? So when we schedule the job through these tools, we will set an alert saying that what will happen if job failures. Whom should we inform them? That can easily configure in the system, in the tool basically, not in SAP. In this tool, we can easily configure that during failure cases, whom should the mail should trigger, saying that so and so job has been failed. Please take the necessary action. And for arting purpose also, we can get some complete graphical design of that job scheduler. Everything we can get the details. So whatever disadvantages we see here, that becomes an advantages by using this tool only. So these are the tools available to run the schedule the jobs basically. And you can also explore more in Google. And if I missed anything, please do let me know. I will also learn from you. That's it from this video, guys. We'll meet in the next video. Thanks, everyone.